Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing the Inspector Schmidt, a Bavarian Tale. Last episode, we've uncovered what's happening in the Fistner farm. I think it was Fistner. And that's not a nice thing. Hopefully we managed to make things a bit better. But yes, we heard last night that Renate Obelechner gave a letter to Lenz. We need to find more about what's that all about. Seems to have given Lenz an envelope more often. Is that what I found on him? I don't know. So what do we have now? We have something. Yes, Peter says Renate handed something over to the murder victim Lenz. I should question her about it. And I can certainly learn more. I can ask woodcutters west from the village. I can certainly learn more. I can ask teacher. Where's my compass? There it is. Let's go to the woodcutters first. One thing what happened when I loaded in, it seemed like the game was in the morning. But I saw that. You're some kind of a vampire. Yeah, it was a morning, but nobody was around. I mean, on the inn and whatnot. So I loaded a earlier part where I haven't slept yet. So I listened to gossip again and slept again, and everything seems fine. Now, woodcutters first. What am I looking for now? Eavesdrop.
Oh, you didn't see him at all then.
Oh no, I missed him again. What a pity. He barely comes to visit anymore.
Who now?
Maxl Oberlechner.
He moved to the city, you know.
Where to?
He's moved to the city, to Munich.
And he came to visit recently, but unfortunately I missed him.
Where?
Well, here. He came to visit his mother, Renate.
How is he doing in town?
He says he's fine, but I don't think so. He didn't look happy at all.
I can imagine that. It's a different story there.
Yes, they promise a lot, but they never deliver. They really do nothing at all for the people.
Who now?
Our so-called leaders. They always take their mouth so full.
Yes, they take their mouths so full, they almost choke, and the rest has nothing to eat.
Where?
Doesn't matter. Let's see if we can finish up before it gets dark.
Alright, I totally forgot about the boy. I somehow thought he would be a small boy, but no, he's of course almost a grown-up. Yeah, I've opened this already. So, anything new? So well, I can ask around the woodcutters west front where we didn't really ask about it. We just heard about it, so that's good. Now we can go back to the village. I'll try to find those eavesdropping locations. I kind of want to find those before I even talk to Renate. Maybe Lenz and Renate's boy were friends. Can I, by the by, learn something new? No, I don't think I can. So if you fail once, you can't go back. It would seem like it. Which is, of course, fair. Anywho, have I done everything else? The ways of the Lord, the mystery of the place. What is about the Bible verse? Well, we don't know that yet. Relationship, well, that's still open. Culprit. Don't know if I have something else to do in here, but we will see. Yeah, I can see it's right over there, and that's where we need to listen in.
I'm not going to be muscled. Not from those rednecks.
This insolence!
Insolence is a nice way of putting it. It's a crime, driving people crazy and having a good laugh about it.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Well, just look around. The gap between the rich and the poor is widening. While some can barely put enough food on the table, others can't get their mouths full enough. It's an indictment of our society.
Ah, I see.
How can one sleep sound knowing that? How can one look into a mirror? That's a mystery to me. It can't go on like this. It must not go on like this.
That's what
why
we are doing,
have...
isn't it?
Exactly. That's what we are doing.
Well, you kind of are just standing there and yapping your mouth. I think I last time said this game October 23. It's a February 23. I don't know where I pulled that October from. No idea. I can ask the teacher again. Well, we didn't. We listened in. So there are different... 1, 2, 3, 4 different people to listen in. So I'll have to go run around and see where we can get those listening spots. Honestly, it could be almost anywhere. Almost anywhere. Of course, I've been thinking what other games I could play. I'm basically making a list, and it's a quite long list. Very different games, from strategy to simulations and whatnot. I guess Mayor is one we need to listen in. Also, I just realized I didn't never put an Assassin's Creed on the list. Mostly the early ones. I'm more fond of those. Are we stopping here? I guess we are.
He can't be serious. He makes us responsible for everything. You don't have to put up with that.
You're talking about...
That's exactly who I'm talking about. Nobody can listen to that anymore. How can you explain something like that to his parents? His father was at least a decent teacher. He also took action once in a while. He fulfilled his educational mission.
Not like...
No, not like that. You could rely on him. And now, look at this mess. How am I supposed to explain this? Hopefully the city slicker will soon pack his silly report and leave us here in peace. That's all I need.
Yes,
This report writer, exactly. Didn't exactly pick a good time. But I'll tell you one thing. If we play nice with him, if we can make a good impression with him, who knows how this might come in handy for us.
In the
city, right. Just imagine that. Maybe an invitation will come soon. Then Helene would see what I can achieve here. For us. I mean, for all of us here.
That will be something.
That's what I said. But Leubel, the young one, he wants to ruin everything for us. He really has to pull himself together. Someone has to put his foot down.
The priest?
What? Why the priest? I'm the mayor here after all. I'm the head of the village. If someone is in charge, that should be me. I have to take action and force the peace. Mediate between these people. Yes. I'll ask the priest for support.
Lots of talk, but little action, if we're completely honest. Now, anything else? I probably want to eat a pretzel. Why do I have bowl for... When have I big bowl for bowling? I don't know. I might as well sell those, maybe. I might as well save, just in case. Again, honestly, this game has been quite stable. Of course, there are little performance issues and whatnot, but overall it's been quite stable game. can't go there. Again, if I understood correctly, the team is quite small, so I'll go with that. You can't really compare this to game made by even 100 people. 50 is quite a lot too, but yep. So, anyone else we need to listen in? We definitely have to listen in 3 persons. The problem is, I might have to talk Renate first. To... Wait, where's the doctor? Smoke is rising from the chimney of the house. The doctor seems to be home. Okay. This gives 3. Let's hope for the best. Still no sound can be heard. You tried. Yeah, but it doesn't fit. Wait, what did I... Maybe the house has a back entrance. You should walk around building. Oh, so I got a key apparently. I guess, because when I knocked, I couldn't hear an answer, but something dropped. So I guess it's a key. Oh. I guess. Oh. Well, let's see. Oh, off. Oh, didn't see this one coming. I like go inside and start investigating before I tell anyone. There's a letter. Who opened the door? A ghost. Letters. Suicide or somebody killed him. The lifeless body of the doctor hangs from a rope a few centimeters above the ground. Man's skin is completely pale, his lips are blue. There is no pulse found at his ankles. The body has somewhat already cooled down. The doctor's collar is full of blood. There is a gaping wound at the back of his head. Well, that definitely doesn't sound a suicide. You should take a closer look around here and search for clues. Crime has definitely been committed here. The perpetrator must have left traces. You have to find these traces. Leave and leave? So what happens if I check this? Okay, just leave. Okay. So... Can I... I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to... Okay. At least that. Here are reports you were looking for. Let's see what the doctor wrote about the circumstances of the death of Lenz Glass and the maid Zenzi. So they are most likely connected then. On top is the more recent report of the dead Lenz. Age, height, weight. Cause of death unclear. Blow to the back of the head. Drowned. Estimated time of death between 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Here is doctor report of the dead Zenzi. Pregnancy, yes, approximately 18th week. Cause of death, death by hanging, suicide. Estimated time of death between 22 and 24. So 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. So it could be like dear doctor knocked back of the head and made to look like as a suicide, which is most likely. Very interesting. Maybe you can still find a clue who is the doctor's murderer. Something over here. On top of a pile of paper, there is a conspicuous note. You've seen something like this somewhere before. You know this paper. You notice that it's another Christian goat. With your lie, you are depriving yourself of your life. The doctor apparently fell victim to the same murderer as the young lens glass. But what did the two murder victims have in common? Apart from the reports and the Bible verse, you can't find any more useful clues in the house. He knew Zenzi's pregnancy. Lentz might have knew that too and heard about that. Maybe he knows when he find out about that, he confronted the possible murderer. I don't think there's anything else here. Oh, bloody hell. I don't think I can still enter in the office. Yep. Right. I still need to go and listen in. So I'll have to check that too now. Where? There. Let's see.
Like Renate, right?
What do you mean by that?
Well, because she went into town with the priest, didn't she?
Ah, that's where she's got that hair clip from.
I'm sure of it. They were in town, and when she came back, she had the hair clip.
Uh-huh, that could be. Where you can get a hair clip like that around here, I wouldn't know.
Me neither. Maybe Liesel. Speaking of Liesel, have I already told you?
So it would point out the very obvious, well, obvious and obvious, but to point out towards that the murder had nothing to do with the politics. It was just well, opportune moment for the murderer. Anyone else I need to listen in? How many? I still have, I can certainly learn more. I can certainly learn more. I kind of want to find these before I talk anything else, if possible. Alright, we probably need to fight in here. You are there. It is obvious. Pick a stick? No, I don't want to. I don't want to pick a stick. Are you still angry towards me? I guess you are. So, where's my fighting stance? Come on, you bastard! Have at it. Have at me. I'm gonna slap you around if I can see where am I. Yes. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Yes. You think I'm a soft city boy? You're mistaken, sir. Anyways, I don't think there's anything we can listen in. Then where would it be? I could go to the camp. Oh, by the by, we haven't talked that lady at all. So let's go and see if she has something to say. Nosy bugger. Can I enter here? I can. What is this? And what do we have? Soap. Linen fabric. Okay, that's good. That was ominous music there. Now, do you have anything to apparently not. Window. Shadow of the elderly lady is still visible behind the curtain. I guess she doesn't want to talk to us. I kind of want to go and check the... Now I forget totally the name. Sensei's sister and the farmer. Like Schormayer. Yes, totally forgot the names. How does this work? We can go Schormayer farm. Yes. Okay, nice. But before we do that, I need to go a little bit back here. Is that a chest? Well, it seems like it's a chest, but it's not open. One of those that can open. Can be open. What the hell am I? Wait, am I going the right way? I think I am. At least I hope I am. So the current murders are connected to the early murder or death. Nobody here. Can we get linen fabric, stone, chamomile, fennel, dandelion, onion? Let's take them all. Yeah, I can't open the door. Anything over here? Wait. Oh, it's a mushroom, nothing else. Well, there's a bridge. Can I get to the bridge and see if I can find something interesting on the other side? Okay, I'll take the food and drink and whatever. Mushroom. A boat. Right. Well, it's a nice place to sit in and eat. Although there could be quite a lot of mosquitoes, because this seems like a nice place for them to breed. So... locked. There's no one here. Hiking route. I don't know if I had that already, but I have now. Nope. So let's go back to the Schormayer and see what we can learn from there. So, there's an hint that maybe Schormayer had an affair it's Zenzi. But wait, what was that? I saw something. I saw something, some text, but no. This is quite a huge farm if you think about it. But the question is, what if, well, I know what the question is at the moment. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's pointing towards that Schormayer had an affair with Zenzi. But don't know. Yeah, I can't still feel the lantern, I think. There's something over there. I might as well try, but again, it's there's still no update on GOG. Of course, it's weekend, so maybe nothing happens. Oh, I can. Wait, what? Have they updated? I don't think I have downloaded anything, so maybe it's something that is connected to maybe saving and loading. Might have some something to do with that. Anyways, that's good. You might as well knock. You are standing in front of the door to the farmhouse. I can only leave. Well, that's a bummer. So who the hell am I supposed to listen in? There's a couple more I need to find. 2. Come on, hiking trail, please. There you are. Let's go to the church. It almost feels like it should be the priest. Because that would make most sense. But I have no... Yeah, I can hide indeed. But yeah, it feels like it should be the priest I need to listen in. But that is not possible. I'm not talking to him just yet. I could go towards Apollonia, then I try to find the Renate. Bye-bye. No, you're not anyone important. Hans Google, do we need to listen in? Well, there's no blinking noise. Apollonia, do you know anything? You were supposed to meet the doctor. Hello, Apollonia.
Hello, Valentin. What brings you here?
Apparently nothing. So we can't ask if she met with the doctor last night. I'll check around if there's something I can... Well, no. Okay, let's try and find Renate. Oh, bloody hell. I was thinking there are the other lumberjacks, of course. I could check those too. But before that, let's see if we can find Renate. Unless we need to listen in here, because there might be some ordinary... Ah, yes. Wait.
Do you know what I would like right now? A decent portion of Kathy's cream mushrooms. Oh my, they're so good. Anywho, poor Kathy. If she just wouldn't always work so much. Such a fine person, but always running and shouting. But Peter, he is a really good match for her. I hope she knows that too. She's always complaining.
Well, interesting gossip, but didn't really help us with the murder. Okay, let's grab some salt. Okay, we've one more. Either it's the woodcutters. Okay, let's go and check the wood. Hey, have I opened this? Yes, yes I have. So let's go check the woodcutters over there. And can I get there anywhere from here? No. Oh bloody hell! I'm stuck. Woodcutters, and then if we can't find anything else, we need to go and talk to Renate. And probably we'll have to go and whoa! Bloody hell! She took off like a rocket. Okay, I can open this. So no. Have I opened this? I think I have. Yes. Yes, I have. Yeah, it almost feels like I should listen in for the pastor, but again, it might be just my imagination. Maybe it's the woodcutters around here, or then I need to definitely talk to someone to activate something. Okay. I guess no. Okay. Now, let's find Renate and see what she has to tell. I kind of wished we could have talked to Apollonia and ask about her meeting with the doctor, but that is not a possibility. Renate, we really need to talk. Greetings, Renate.
Yes, please, Mr. Valentin?
What did you have to do with Lenz? You have a son, is that right? I'll go with that first.
Yes, he's called Maxel. What do you want from him?
I heard your son moved to the city. I would just like to note that in my report, nothing more.
Oh yes, that's right. Maxel moved to the city to find a job there. There's hardly anything out here, you know.
I know.
But it's not at all that simple. He doesn't like to tell me, because he doesn't want me to worry. But of course I notice when my boy is not well. But as a mother, you do what's necessary, of course. We stick together, my Maxel and me. We don't have anyone else. Yes, please, Mr. Valentin?
What did you have to do with Lenz?
What do you mean by that? Do you want to make up another filthy story with this one too? No, he would have been too young for me.
I know that you met with Lenz regularly and handed him something.
I met Lenz as one meets people here in the village, yes? But I really don't know what you're talking about. What am I supposed to have given to Lenz? And where? Secretly or what, like criminals? No, for the life of me, I don't know anything about it. Really. Now we're really getting into nonsense, Mr. Valentin. I think you're being mucked around again. Yes, please, Mr. Valentin?
Confrontation. I have heard so many things about you and the priest. We need to talk about that. Archie 3 out of 4. What exactly unfortunately I can't go back from here, so I'm missing something. Hopefully we can deal with this.
Mr. Valentin, please. This has absolutely nothing to do with the murder of poor Lenz. Just believe me.
So he won't go well with the authority that Mr. Bailey is paid for his fate. I need evidence for my work and I advise you to cooperate, so we don't try that. See, Renate, I don't want to interfere in your affairs. I want to solve this death case. I lack information for that, and I believe you have it. The thing is, truly nothing here has anything to do with the young man's death, and yet, in the end, I think everything is somehow connected. I'll go with that.
I understand that it doesn't look good, but I needed Lenz. We would never have hurt him. And the rest, unfortunately, is none of your business.
Charisma, what did you need a lens for? What do I have? I have soap that gives 1, and we don't eat that. We definitely don't eat that. Oh, let's use 1. Okay, it was not needed.
He helped me, us, that is, the priest and me, with something.
Of course. So what was that something? Does this have something to do with your trips to the city? I know that you were in Munich with Mr. Bayer. Let's go with that.
I can drive into town and back as many times as I damn well please. You are from there as well.
And I'm missing the information, which we probably could have learned from the eavesdropping, but I couldn't drop the eaves, so I don't know where I should have dropped the eaves. That is correct, however, I am not suspected of lying here.
Mr. Valentin, I'm not lying to you.
Use information, of course. You had dealings with Lenz Glass. I know that, Renate. I know about your secret meetings. What did you give him?
You know about the envelopes? How?
Maxel, your son, he also lives in the city and he has visited you recently, hasn't he? So, of course, I wonder if he's also involved in this.
For God's sake, leave the poor boy out of it. It's not his fault. He doesn't know anything and certainly hasn't done anything wrong. He's a good boy.
Okay, and confrontation?
All right. Mr. Baile will be quite angry when I tell you this, but you seem to know most of it already anyway, but I have to talk to him alone first.
Where does Mrs. Obelene want to go in such a hurry? You should stay on her heels and not... Okay. What the hell? She's running so fast. Well, I'm fairly certain I know where she's going. Oh, come on. So... Wait, okay. But Renate, what's wrong with you? You're all upset. It's about this Valentin Schmidt. He's been snooping around there all the time. I'm afraid he knows everything. But what makes you think that? The questions he always asks, he knows about Maxwell. You see, I'm worried if this gets out. I'm telling you, he doesn't know anything. Don't let yourself be unsettled. God is holding his protective hands over us, Renate. If this gets out, no, I'm already worried about you too, Mr. Bayale. It's all because of us. I'm sorry, I can't tell you. Don't worry about it. Pray, that's all we can do now. What's done is done. What really annoys me, though, is that apparently the old Mora has recently also taken part in the village gossip. That is an impertinence, these insinuations. You mean the thing about the fair? Don't get angry, Mr. Bailey. Just let people gossip. They'll always done that. We know that none of it is true. We shouldn't care about what they say. You're right, it's ridiculous. I wish I could look at the matter with your composure. Well, very well, that shall not be our concern now. You're right. That reminds me, I still have the money behind the gravestone. I have to get it before someone else finds it, but I'd rather do that after dark. Then there's no one left in the village, and no one wonders why I'm standing at Karl Oberleitner's grave.
Oh, Mr. Valentin. Oh dear, did you hear all of that? My goodness, this is a very unpleasant situation. Please let me at least explain. First of all, I would like to say again that the priest and I have nothing to do with the murder. And we don't have an affair either. You will understand all that in a moment. Actually, it all started when Maxl, my boy, moved to the city a few years ago. At first, we both thought it was a good idea, that he would find a decent job there, that we wouldn't have to worry. It's not so easy out here, you know. Maxl never complained. And then Mr. Bayerle had to go into town once, and I went with him. Then we also visited the boy. I was so happy to see him again. But I quickly lost my joy. That's how bad Maxl's been. The work in the factory is dangerous, 6 days a week, at least 10 hours every day. And then he can't even afford his own room with the money. He shares a room with 3 others. They even have to share the bed. The priest also seemed quite concerned. He didn't say a word the whole way home. And he wasn't hungry that evening either. And the next day, he made a plan that he had to help the boys. But he doesn't have much money himself. So he thought he would just take a little from the church. He said, after all, it's there to help people in need. And the boys, he said, need it urgently. I think that's generous. But of course, it's not completely legal. We can't let that get out, obviously. Mr. Bayerle would lose his job, and so would I. And I can't imagine what would happen to Maxl. That's why we were so careful. Poor Lenz was one of young Leubel's friends. He also wanted to do something against this injustice. He always said so. He had his faults, but in his heart he was a good boy. He really didn't deserve that. Killed in a puddle. Anyway, Lenz often had to go into town and he played messenger for us. The priest always collected as much money as he could, and I put it in an envelope and gave it to Lenz. Always on Sunday, shortly before the end of the service, when everyone is still in church, so that no one notices. But this place has eyes and ears everywhere. I should have known that this wouldn't go undetected. The boys were always so happy. They would never have complained, but this way they often got something warm to eat and new shoes when the old ones only had holes in them. Look, we would never have done anything to Lenz. We needed him. Now we don't know what to do. I'm so worried.
Well, Renate, that really doesn't reflect reality. I certainly wouldn't put it that way.
Are you trying to tell me that Mrs. Oberlechner is lying?
So, lying is perhaps not quite right, but it's adventurous what she's saying. You know how it is with women and hysteria. You can't believe everything.
On the contrary, I find that your housekeeper had to say extremely interesting. I think we'd better have an honest conversation. Female hysteria. It's extremely interesting, much discussed and little understood. But perhaps we should stick to the subject instead of casting Mrs. Oberlechner in such a light. Miss Bayerle, you stop lying to me now and putting your housekeeper in such a light. How stupid do you think I am? I'll go with that.
There's really no need to be abusive, Valentin. Calm down. I will tell you what you want to hear. We have always acted out of charity. We are all God's children, and I see myself as responsible for our brothers and sisters in need. And unfortunately, we have to say, the conditions in the factories, the long working hours, the poor pay, that is pure misery. As a good Christian man, you have to help. Of course, it wasn't right for me to take the church's money for it, but where else would it come from? And so Maxel, Renate's boy, can at least afford a warm meal now and then. And not only he. I have acted no different than our Lord Jesus Christ would have done in the face of adversity. I beg you, do not betray us. Do not be a Judas.
You may compare yourself to Jesus personally, but to me, you are still Hubertus Paella, and as such, you have violated laws and abused my trust. I'm glad that you are now honest with me. What all three of you have done is very honorable. It is a shame that the working people have to live in such poor conditions. I'll go with that.
You are assured a place in heaven, and my gratitude, dear Valentin. You are right about that. There's still a murderer among us.
Yes. Okay, I'll take a quick break, get something to drink, and I'll be right back. Well, that was enlightening. So, Renate told me that envelopes were all about. I should confront the priest about it, and I guess we did, report the teacher that the priest is innocent. Well. I'm starting to think it might be even Schormayer. Maybe. I don't know. There's the Hans Gurgel. Okay. Can I talk anything more about the pastor? Father, keeping secret has a price. Surely you understand, don't you? Well, I'm not gonna go with that now. Okay, good. We changed positions. Now let's tell the good news to the teacher and see what we can do next. There you are, hiding from me. Hello, Mr. Leubel. The priest cannot be the killer either.
So we have no more suspects? And the killer is still among us? Threatening the lives of everyone and intimidating all the progressive thinkers in the village? Schmidt, I'm sure you did everything you could. But this investigation seems to have reached a dead end. In any case, we will not wait for the murderer to find his next victim among the liberal forces of the village. Unless by some miracle you find the culprit, we will be forced to act. We must make our preparations for the worst. These damned reactionary bastards will be brought to justice. Do me a favor and keep your head down until this storm is over.
You kind of want to know this. I found the doctor hanging in his attic. And when I'm saying hanging, he was just not spending his time there.
What? Are you sure? Harald? Dead? Those bastards! They want to take us out one by one. But we won't wait like cattle for the butcher. We know how to fight back! Schmidt, I can only advise you to keep your head down and wait until this storm has passed.
You kind of already said that. Acumen high enough, especially in a situation like this, it is important to keep a cool head. I will continue my investigation. If you think I would be intimidated by a corpse, you are mistaken, Mr. Leubel. You're right, I will definitely not take a holiday here again. Well, I'll go with the acumen, especially in a situation like this.
Well said. You are a clever little fellow.
I know. And we're done with that. So what's next? I should talk to Kati. Maybe she has an idea what I could do to prevent the opposing camps from battling each other. Yes. I have to find the culprit. Well, yes, of course we need to find the culprit. That's given. So, but before that, let's go talk to Kati. I could go and talk to the mayor, but I kind of don't want to. Let's level up. So many levels, so many levels. Level 4 points. Let's I have no idea. Let's put 1 on agility, 1 on strength, and acumen and gut feeling. That's fine. I think I said Hofmeyer, but I think it's the Schormayer. I don't know anymore what I'm saying. Too many names to go by. We're not talking anything. And Griesbacher, neither. Well, Kati, help. Miss Schwendner.
What can I do for you, Mr. Townsman?
Mrs. Schwendner, they want to smash each other's skulls in, and I don't know what to do about it.
Oh dear, Valentin. I've already heard. Everyone is terribly upset. No one trusts anyone. How could it have come to this? The whole place is divided into 2 sides, and everyone blames each other. Valentin, you are one of the few who still seems to be thinking clearly. You have to find this murderer before everyone goes completely crazy. Don't you have any other lead to follow?
What is with this Hans Gurgel? Oh, that's true. We really don't know about him. And what if it was those robbers after all? How much do you trust Peter? I think the 2 older ladies from the farm across the street are just acting harmless. Use information. There seems to be problems at Schormayer. Yes.
You're right. First the death of the woman, then the maid who killed herself. Maybe you should take a closer look.
Wait, what? First death? How many deaths there be? Oh, sorry.
I have an idea. I'll give you some good schnapps. You have to bring something to loosen Schormayer's tongue. What can I do for you, Mr. Townsman?
I kind of wish to go with the other discussion too, but I guess we're done. So do I have the schnapps in my inventory? Or do I need to buy it? I have no idea. Let's see. The landlady Kati gave me the schnapps for the Schormayer. I should bring it to him. Right. Do we want to go it right away? I'll wait for the morning. And until morning. Oh, it was just 5 o'clock. I haven't... That is something I've not yet noticed. Is there a way to know what the time is except... Maybe that clock actually shows the time. Would make sense, I haven't checked that. If I remember when I come back, I'll have to check if the time has moved on. Most of the time it doesn't really matter, but... Oh, that's a bag. So early drinking with the Schormayer. Sounds lovely. So yes, it's definitely connected to what happened on the farm. But it could be the Schormayer. I don't know. Would he kill his own son? Oh, right, that's towards the portals. Oh, it's broken. Resi, probably not a murder because she would have to. Not entirely impossible, but a bit hard to do that, to just hang the person. And besides, again, it's still connected with the first deaths somehow. Wait, who was in the farm at the time? Hans Gögel? He could be a possible suspect. Because she didn't want to be with him because she had somebody else. Hello, Mr. Schormayer. The man appears disinterested and irritated. Mrs. Schwendner sent me. I brought you a bottle of Obstler.
Oh, my Catty. That's a good one. Such good mushrooms, too. There's nothing wrong. Really nothing. Well then, Valentin, come on. Sit with me. Open the Schnapps. Let's wash it all down. What else can we do?
Nothing.
Am I alright, Valentin? Do I look like I'm doing well? You don't believe that yourself. People are dropping like flies everywhere. One can only wonder. No, Valentin. I'm wondering. I tell you honestly, it hasn't been normal for a long time. All this. But now I tell you something, Valentin. Listen, because I think I'm beginning to understand it all. Listen. Yeah, are you listening?
Yeah.
Last night I saw her. By God, I saw her. And that's when I realized what's going on. It's cursed, Valentin. There's a curse on the farm. It's all cursed. That's how it must be. That's the only explanation. I tell you, Valentin. All this misfortune, it's a curse. We are all cursed. And then we didn't give the poor maid a proper burial. She's haunting the place. She'll never forgive us. Never. Oh, you're doomed. You're powerless. There's nothing I can do. What should I say? This serves us quite right. But... Valentin, you can talk to people. You are one of these guys. That's what you do all day, walking around talking to people. Can you talk to the witch in the forest or the priest? I don't know who's in charge there. Maybe you can convince Bayerle to give Sensi a proper burial after all. Would you talk to him? And also with Resi. Surely she can do something. She knows all about curses. She must put some sort of protection on my farm. A protection against evil. Help me and I will help you. Otherwise I'm lost. All is lost.
Well, I kind of don't know how that helped us, but Shomai wants me to ask the priest to rebury Sensi, so Shomai asked me to get the talisman from the herb witch Resi. She lives near his farm in the forest. Yes. Well, there's the Shormayer. We are missing quite a lot of information. What about Hans Gögel? We really haven't talked with him. 3 out of 8. If I hold X down the X, I don't know if that's important information. Hans Gögel was interested in Sensi, but she was interested in someone else, according to him, for economic reasons. It is rumored that Hans Gögel was quite fond of Sensi. Yeah, there's your problem there. Maybe he was more than infatuated with Sensi, and she did not reciprocate. And things happened. I don't know. Let's go with charisma then. Now, fortunately, we are not that drunk, so we might as well go talk to Herb Lady. Hopefully, she's not a witch. Maybe she still can help us. Why do I have an eye? Maybe it's the guy over there that Well, not spotting me, but might. Unless, wait. Oh, that was just a branch. I thought somebody was floating there. Yeah, Hans Gurgle is someone who we really never talk to. Oh, there you are. Sorry, couldn't see you there. Hello, Resi. You are the sister of the disease-made Zenzi, is that right? The Schormayer fears a curse lies on his farm. Do you know anything about it? Let's start with the disease-made Zenzi.
Yes, I had a sister. Like I used to have parents and a faith in humanity. Little by little I lost them all. I can't even say what last. It doesn't matter either. Zenzi. I miss her every day. Every time I wake up, I have to understand again that she will never come to visit me again. Now I'm all alone in the world. I have what nature gives me until one day I become a part of it myself. That's how it has to be one day, yes. Zenzi was such a good person. She only meant well. Of course, Zenzi was not completely innocent either, but she was much what people made of her. That's the way it is with all of us. She was someone who cared, and she cared about me. She was very warm, had so much love in her. You could see that right away. And now she's gone, and she's not coming back. Not today, and not tomorrow. And never again. How can that be?
I'm sorry about that. Thank you for your help. The Schormayer fears a curse lies on his farm. Do you know anything about it?
Do I know about curses? I just listen when nature speaks, try to understand what the plants are telling me, and feel the energies that surround me. I recommend a talisman. I can make you one. It should help protect. This won't take long. Before you ask, I don't want any money. I don't need much of that. What I need is poppies, and not too few of them. 10 plants should be enough.
Agreed. About the poppy, do I have?
You found some?
Yes, well, I took what I could. Here you go.
Of course, I also keep my part of the bargain. Here is the talisman. It must always be worn on the body, otherwise it will not protect you. And if you want to pass on the talisman, only do so during the full moon. Then it cleanses itself and can absorb the new energy. Otherwise it's useless, absolutely useless. Then you can take it right away and throw it into the river. Do you understand, Valentin? Then it was all for nothing. Well, good luck to you.
Great. Thank you very much. And leave. So, we were lucky. We had poppies. How many poppies do I actually have? Toadstool, fennel, ham. I have so many. We have 7 roses, 10 henbane, black henbane, 3 poppies. So I had around 13, I guess. Lucky me. Oh, I think we have something new with Resi. Resi knows about the curses. Yes, Resi just barely escaped the Pascolinis. Yes, Resi usually alone in the hut. Okay. So nothing terribly new. I think I already mentioned that the so-called The Thing game is being remade. That is something I'm quite interested to see. It had its problems when it came, but it was interesting nonetheless. I already said I have the disc version, but I will look into it when it releases. Maybe even play it. I don't know yet. We'll see. Anyways, you need the talisman. Hello, Mr. Schormayer. I think I can help you with the curse.
Curse? Oh, yeah, maybe something
It was
slipped
today.
out the other day. Oh, Valentin, you know. Yeah, well, all right. Now it's like this. What did you find out about the curse?
Schormayer, it's still today. How much schnapps did you drink? Anyways, I have been given a talisman. It is supposed to protect you and your farm and keep away evil spirits. However, it must be presented during a full moon and in the open air.
That's all right with me. If it helps, I hope it helps. Well, come back later. Knock on the gate. I'll hear that. Thank you, Valentin.
Good. See you later. Received information. Schormayer. Okay. Where is Schormayer? No. These are there. Talisman must be presented at full moon. I should come back at night. Okay, so we've come back here much later. I don't know if I check these before the end, but we will see. Here are the completed tasks. I don't think there's anything else except to go back to town. So let's do that and try to see if the priest can help us. No, wrong button, sorry. That was the button I was looking for. And church. I might as well use the quick travel now that I have the option. Well, I have always had the options, but anyways. You owe me one, priest. Greetings, Father. Can you help me? I'm looking for the mayor. Well, no. Father, keeping a secret has a price, surely. Okay, confrontation. Father, I would like to talk to you about the burial of the maid Zenzi.
But Valentin, what is there to discuss?
Quite a lot.
Could it be because poor Zenzi could not be buried in the consecrated graveyard? Of course, that is tragic. But my hands are tied, dear Valentin. Those who decide to leave the life in this way have no place among their Christian brothers and sisters.
Okay, that cut off. Yes. Well, not really, but yeah, I think the clock has moved. The charisma. But if it was a fervent wish from the community, would you then make an exception? Well, basically he couldn't, but let's hope for the best. Okay, we should be successful.
I would definitely consider it, even if it won't be an easy process. Suicide is a grave sin.
How will the sin ever be atoned for if poor Zenzi is denied a Christian burial? Ooh, how much do I get from that tree? Okay. Well, of course. Well, that went on.
You are right, and the Lord is a merciful shepherd.
So the weird thing is, this is neutral and this is negative. So he would basically enjoy a bizarre statement. Let's see. Those bigoted views belong to the last century. It is high time that enlightenment comes to the countryside. Yeah, he doesn't like that. Charisma is high enough, 1412, but whether you are on this side or the other side of the wall, the good Lord is bound to drop by anyway. Strength high enough, 1210. My patience is wearing thin, just do what I say. Well, let's go with the bizarre.
Oh, Valentin, you are right again.
I know.
Oh.
I'm always right. Use favor. I'm not gonna use the favor because we should be okay now. But I guess this would be the possibility if you have failed.
I will think about it. My dear Valentin, what the pastor wants to say and what he can say is unfortunately not always written on the same page. I have a responsibility, after all, for all my parishioners. However, it seems to me that you are being heard in the right places. Provided there are no complaints from the congregation, there is some room for maneuver within which I could move as a clergyman. I will see to it that Sensi's body is laid to rest in this cemetery today.
Herzlichen Dank. And that's it. That's it. Now, I was able to convince the dignitaries to agree to the reburial of Sensi. I should report this to the Schormayer. Well, there's nothing else to do. I haven't used these that much, but who knows. Let's put some points in strength. Now, the point is, I'll quick travel to the Schormayer farm. I talked to him about the burial. Then I'll wait for the night on the bench, and we has the talisman. I have good news regarding the reburial of the maid Sensi.
Sensi, did you talk to the priest? What did he say? And is Griesbacher playing along?
Yes, the priest arranged everything that was necessary immediately.
Valentin, that's something. That's amazing. I can't believe it. Sensi, yes, that's only right and proper. Then she can finally find some peace. Maybe I can sleep again tonight.
You can't.
I really owe you. Thank you.
You really can't sleep because I will come here and wake you up. Now, first things first, more points. Don't know if I need dexterity. Acumen. Let's put acumen. We haven't used that much, but whatever. Now, let's wait for the night. Spend time. Wait. What time is it? I have no idea. Let's stay for 4 hours. Okay, now it's around 1 o'clock. So let's go with this. 7 o'clock. 4 hours. Is that good enough? Knock loud. After knocking again, the farmer comes to open the door. He looks exhausted. Mr. Schormayer, I think this will help you with the curse.
What's that? A necklace with a stone? Uh-huh. As long as it helps.
Well, you wanted
Thanks,
it.
Mr. Schmidt. I appreciate it. I really do.
Good.
It's all a mess. I can't even tell you. With the children. If only my wife were still alive, then none of this would have happened. And everyone always shoots off their mouths. You've probably been told the wildest stories. It doesn't matter. I tell you one thing. Don't believe everything people tell you. Most of them just like to hear themselves talk.
Okay, I think I already told you that the priest Baile is going to move the grave of the maid Sensi.
Yes, thank God. Oh, poor girl. If she only had never come to our farm, I'm sure she'd still be alive. There's only death waiting for everyone here. How could this have happened? I don't want to keep you any longer. I have to go to bed too. It's been a long day. Thank you very much for your efforts. Take care of yourself. Strange things are happening out there.
You don't say. Okay, so what the hell are we doing now? Nothing really. Let's go with dexterity. So, the mystery of the place. What is it about the Bible verse I found on the dead man? I have no idea. Again, I have no idea. Let's use the quick... Honestly, let's make a save first. Okay. Is there a Wait a minute. Okay. Is there a faint glow over there? Is that a candle in the middle of the forest? Someone must have put it there on purpose. What's the deal with that? That could be a lead. Not lead. Lead. Then there must be more candles. You should hurry up. They're bound to burn down or go out soon. Okay. Where are the pretzels? Wait, there. Bloody hell. Well, we'll have to deal with this without the light. Yes. Finally, we're here. This is the building you don't have time to save. Oh, I have a timeline. Okay. So this is definitely the place where we were earlier. Unfortunately, we couldn't enter. What the damn hell? That's a doll, at least I hope so. Is this trying to mock a scene that what happened to Zenzi? So that Schormayer would believe it to be the curse? Unless, of course, that's a real person. That is a possibility too. The barn is dark. Only a few candles provide little light. You can see much. You can't see much. There's something hanging from the rafters. Is that a woman? No, that can't be a human being. But what's hanging there? Is that a doll? Yes, it appears someone has hung a doll on a rope from the roof beam. The doll is wearing woman's clothes. And what is that? A note hangs on the doll's skirt. Perhaps the weak light of the candle is enough to read the writing on it. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Du sollst nicht falsch Zeugnis reden wider deine Nächste. Okay, nice to know that is in German.
Yeah, for heaven's sake! What's that? What's going on? No, I don't believe it. That simply doesn't exist. Do you see that too? What do you have in your hand?
I'll show the Bible verse.
Do not bear false witness. What is all this? Was that you, Schmidt? You think that's funny? What do you know?
Information missing? What am I missing? Well, I missed something.
This is all because of the maid. I should never have done all this. This is my fault. She will never forgive me. I will never forgive myself.
So I missed something, which is unfortunate. Can I still check something more? The doll is still hanging in the place. Oh yes, yes, it is hanging still in the place. So I guess there's nothing there then. But definitely it was meant to Schormayer. I have to report the teacher and the mayor. Stop it, you ghost. The murders do not seem to be politically motivated. Oh, finally we realized that. Again, what is about... So the problem is, well, it could be any of those discussions I probably failed that could have lead us to have the information. But yeah, it still annoys me that I'm missing the information. But again, there should be apparently 11 endings. I don't know. Of course, it's probably combination of different persons and how do you deal with them. It will be interesting to see how my game ends. So somebody's definitely playing with Schormayer. Maybe trying to drive him to do him in doing a suicide. It almost, well, for me it feels like it could be a Hans Gurgel because he might really have a motive. After all, he was apparently infatuated with the girl. And she was pregnant, but to whom?
The lodges near the camp of the Pascolini guys are overdue. Otherwise, the bar...
But yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can deal with this. Mediate the peace. This could be one of those situations where everything goes tits up. If I can't get the people listen to me. The opposing camps are facing each other.
We will sort that out! Here and now! We will not let you reactionary assholes continue to kill us!
Corbinian, are you completely crazy? This is completely beyond any reason. Schmidt, it's time someone took action here. Action without mercy.
Hold on, before disaster happens, everyone needs to be calm.
I was always too lenient. But that's over. An example must be made. These scoundrels must be brought to justice.
Can I get you to reconsider this decision for a moment, Mr. Mayor? Perhaps you don't have all the consequences in mind yet. Well, we are not going with that because he apparently doesn't go with that. Maybe we can all have a beer together at Cutty's first. That might help to calm things down a bit. Well, that's neutral. You pull yourself together now, Mr. Griesbacher. It's hard to believe I am a direct delegate of Ministry of the Interior. I have the authority here. Respect my authority.
Exactly, right. That's exactly what I meant. You are making an example. I simply assured you of my support for your project.
Yes, of course. I'll take it from here. We don't need to discuss it any further. Ooh, Well, I should be...
Yes, exactly. My suggestion is that you take over, Schmidt. you take care of these scoundrels. We have to do that first. I suggest that we first take these criminals into custody, so that the whole spooky business can come to an end. We have enough young men who would be happy to take on this task.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I think you also need to urgently calm down. Do you really want to involve more people in this dispute? Well, we are not going with that. Charisma is high enough. How about we settle this whole thing by competition? Bowling, perhaps. Let's go bowling, cousin. No, not with that. Charisma high enough. I'm telling you for the last time, you have nothing to say here at the moment. I am clearing up this situation. I'll go with that.
Of course. So it can't possibly stay like that. Something has to be done. We have to take action.
Yes.
Then I propose a duel. The rules are certainly known to all the gentlemen here. A quick and uncomplicated solution to our problem. Then perhaps we will also get some sleep tonight.
Physique, Mr. Griesbacher, I've had enough of this. If you don't stop inciting people here, there will be consequences. Let's see if this works. Seriously? Good thing I ate both meals, because I would have failed that.
Obviously, this is not what you had in mind, Mr. Schmidt. Excuse me. What would be your suggestion?
Bloody hell, information missing. I'll think of something.
You'll think of something? We need solutions now, Schmidt!
Griesbacher, that's enough. I'll make the announcement now. So, we have here information finally. Dr. Schweighofer also seems to have been the victim of the same murderer. So you should at least be able to understand Mr. Leubel's excitement. Well, yeah. The gulk seemed to be turning in his head. Anyways.
Yeah, you have a point there. Maybe you could tell us what you believe, yes. I think that's not a bad idea. And then we'll decide what to do.
Yes, the opposing camps are still facing, yes?
Are you all blind? Don't you see what's going on here? They are conspiring against us. Bayerle, Griesbacher, church and government. And now you're joining them too, Valentin. Even if we are few, I know that in the end, history will prove us right. I won't wait for them to get me too. Cowardly beaten to death at night or hanged somewhere. I'd rather die here and now. They have already slain 2 good and righteous men because they just can't stand it when someone disagrees with them, because they can't stand that we want to make the world a better place. Because they would have to give up some of their privileges for this better, fairer world. Out of convenience and greed, they strike with all their might. So simple-minded fools, but even if they kill us all, they cannot stop the change of time.
Okay, we are gonna argue, of course, 4x4 confrontation.
So, Schmidt, make up your mind. Where do you want to stand? With those who exploit the hard-working people for their own profit? Who think they are entitled to everything? Who go over dead bodies to hold on to old structures? Or do you believe, as I do, that a better future awaits us? That no one has to live in filth and poverty? That we can make this world a more beautiful place? Then open your mouth and take a stand against this injustice.
Of course, I agree with you, Mr. Leubel. Exploitation and poverty must be consistently battled. I think you're exaggerating a bit. It's not all that bad. In any case, I won't risk my head for your harebrained theories. This is all too political for me. I don't understand any of it, and I don't want anything to do with it. I'll stay out of it. Well, those are obviously all incorrect answers, probably. Maybe the first one would work. Use information. Doesn't LaSalle say only the ground of real freedom can anything great develop?
Schmidt! Always good for a surprise. I am quite pleased to hear that you have reason, foresight, and integrity. I would not have thought so, I admit. So, now is the time for action. If we do nothing, nothing will happen. Except that they will take us out of the way one by one.
Of course, we all cannot ruin ourselves for the old money. This must truly be stopped, but not like this and not today. I don't know if that works. You and your idiotic utopias, that's just how the world really works, whether you like it or not. So welcome to reality. Okay, we're definitely not go with that. This has nothing to do with you or your political ideas. Why can't you understand that? I don't know, maybe that could work, probably not. Use information, but remember, the saber may be the saber, but it's never the right. That's what LaSalle says. Of course, we're gonna use that. So are we gonna use all the quotes from his notes? There's 4 notes on the walls, and yeah, it would seem like we are using those.
True, that's what he says. But in this situation, he might also see it differently. Come out with it. What did you find out? Which of these assholes is the murderer?
Unfortunately, I don't know yet who the murderer is, but I can already exclude some of those present here. Well, most of them. Except Hans Gurgel. Your gaze wanders through the 2 camps facing each other. Shores cannot be the murderer. He has an alibi during the time of the crimes. Alois can't be the murderer. It couldn't have been the priest. I was able to reassure Mayor. I would suggest that you also take deep breath out. I don't want to say anything further about it. Well, let's go with the Shores.
Ah, yes? And what kind of alibi is that?
That's none of anyone's business.
Yeah, he doesn't like that, but who knows. I'll go with the Alois.
How do you know?
The problem with the priest is I don't want to go with that kinda, because then I would be blowing his cover. I was able to reassure the mayor. I would suggest that you also take a deep breath now. I don't want... I'll go with this.
You actually managed to do that quite well.
The mail thing. I don't want to say anything further about the suspects. But I don't know, I'll go with the priest.
I don't believe a single word.
I have a choice. Mr. Baele and his housekeeper are not murderers, just petty criminals who steal a bit of money. That's why the secrecy. Protect Pastor, I can't go into details, but I have enough information to rule them out for sure. And that's it.
It may well be that none of the people present did it, but it is their ideology that drives the murderer to his deeds. It is their reactionary ideas that lead him to his actions. They have already killed 2 brave and honorable men.
So I guess we could try and argue with this, but we have the information. I will quote LaSalle. All the art of practical success consists of concentrating all of one's strength at all times to be on one point, on the most important point, and that currently is searching for this murderer.
I am very surprised that you have studied LaSalle so well. And yet, I don't have a choice anymore. What else can I do but act? Before I know it, I'll be lying in a puddle too. Just like so many of us did back in 1848.
So I could get a confrontation. I can't listen to your self-pity any longer. Now put down your gun and listen to me and confront, but not like that. Maybe these would work, but of course I'm gonna use the information as I am able to this. I would like to reply with Lassalle's words. Without passion, not a single one of those mighty liberations has been led whose success informs the history of the world.
Perhaps there's a rational man in you after all. Human commonality, solidarity can be denied, but it cannot be abolished. Lassalle also said that. For now, I will trust you and believe that we will get out of here together and alive. Please do not disappoint me.
If you will finally let me explain, you are welcome. I have found evidence that the murder of Lenz Glass is directly related to the suicide of the maid Zenzi.
Gentlemen, how can that be? Nobody understands what you're saying, Schmidt.
Just last night, someone hung a doll in the Schormayer's barn, just like the maid hung there, from the roof beam. Bible verses were found on all the dead. There was also one hanging on the doll that was clearly a threat.
Bible verses? A monstrous blasphemy. Only someone who is not a Christian can do such a thing.
If you combine all the facts and evidence, you must also come to the conclusion that these two murders have absolutely nothing to do with all the political differences happening here, gentlemen.
My goodness!
Yes, goodness gracious me. Be it as it may, the murderer is still at large. He will surely strike again. There is obviously an unsettled score.
I must now urgently attend to the village community. Mr. Bayerle, today at noon, we will gather everyone in the church. Schmidt, please find the murderer at last.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, but you guys are fighting each other. He's leaning against the wall of a house. Excitedly, he rocks backwards and forth. Who? Oh, the kid. Yes, okay.
Mr. Valentin, you have to listen to me. Something is wrong. Ursula just ran out the farm very distressed. If you hurry, you might still be able to follow her trail.
Ursula?
I have rarely seen her like that.
Oh, right. He looks nervously before he runs away. Okay, can I... First things first, level up. Viewpoint strength. Let's put some acumen. Let's save game. So, funny thing is, well, funny. If you found all the Lassalle writings, then the Leubel it's easier to convince, I guess. But with the mayor, you have to have the skills. Yeah. By the by, dear relatives, I have to get Schormayer Hof quickly to eavesdrop Ursula. I have to get Schormayer Hof. Okay, sorry. Schormayer Hof. You are weird. You are weird indeed. Where would I get here fastest? Maybe somewhere through here. That was a bit tense moment because that is something where things could go really badly. Oh, there's a box. I might as well open it because we're here. It shouldn't take that long. We don't have a timer, so I should be able to... Yes, what do we get? What's in the box? Lubricating oil, leather, bottle, pretzel. Well, yes. Yeah, that could cause a few deaths, maybe, or very bad blood in the village. Who knows? Again, like I said, I'm quite surprised I managed to do that. Don't know what happens with the Leubel if you don't have those Lassalle notes and whatnot. Would you still have a chance to talk him out of it? Or do you need all of the LaSalle notes or just few of them? I don't know. Sounds from the frogs. Quite weird. I need to go sneaking. I should look a good hiding place to eavesdrop. But the problem is I don't know where he's going to be. There's no bushes here. Okay, I'm gonna make a save because if I fail this, I'll definitely gonna load because I want to know the truth. All truth and nothing but the truth. The problem is, I can't go over this fence. And I also don't know where they will be. I'll have to go to the yard. That's my milkshake. I'll bring you boy to the yard. So he's standing over there, which is probably not a good idea to be. Ah. Okay, so I don't really have to worry that much. Let's drop some eaves. Okay. Black screen. Hello. Good thing we saved. If something happens now, or something doesn't happen, you know what I mean? Because it seems that nothing happens. I hear footsteps, so basically something is happening. But okay, I'll try to load again and see if we can work around this. So be right back. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully this works this time. Come on, work. Yes.
I'm telling you, they are not completely stupid. They'll notice that something's wrong. If that comes out.
Father, stop worrying. How's this supposed to come out? Lenz is dead after all.
What about the other one? Mr. Wise Guy from the city. The one who keeps asking questions. He saw everything in the barn. The stupid doll and all that. He won't give up now.
He doesn't know anything and he can't do anything. We'll take care of our own business, like we've always done.
And what about Risi?
About Resi? What about her? She's hanging around in the woods, stroking flowers or whatever it is she's doing.
No. Do you think she's talking to him?
And what could she say? Firstly, she doesn't have a clue. And secondly, she doesn't talk to anyone anyway. She doesn't even go into town. And who listens to her? No one takes her seriously anyway.
Ursel, I'm telling you, with something like this, people suddenly listen very carefully. No matter who's talking.
Oh, well, Father, if it makes you sleep better at night, I'll go talk to Resi.
When? What do you want to say to her?
You let me worry about that, Father. If I say I will take care of it, I will. I'll go by her place on my way home.
I don't know. The whole place is acting strange. I'm telling you, Ursel. They know something.
They know nothing. You really have to calm down now, Father. You'll see later in church. They're busy enough with themselves.
Are you crazy? We are supposed to go to church? And then?
Of course we go to church. People talk a lot more if we stay away. You'll see. Nobody knows anything. Trust me.
I don't know. Maybe we should.
We should what, Father? You better keep your mouth shut, and I've had enough of your self-pity. I'll see you in church.
What the hell is going on here? Well, that's what we are going to find out. Obviously. So... But don't I want to go to the... Okay, let's make a save. Do I want to go to see Resi first? I know it's not on the menu, but that would make more sense. They're obviously hiding something, which is clear. Again, the question is, would he murder his own son? I'm kind of curious to see. Well, she's not here. Can I talk to you? Anything? Hello, Resi? Resi? Nope. Nope. Okay, so we can't do anything with that. So back to the farm it is, and try to see what we can learn from the Schormayer. This is getting interesting. What they are hiding? Are they murderers or not? Ursula? Well, she could be a murderer. She do have tendency to violence. We have learned that. Hello? You want to talk to me? Hello, Schormayer. The man appears disinterested and irritated. What is going on at your farm? Explain to me what this is all about.
What are you doing here again? It's hard to believe what the government has money for all of a sudden. I won't explain anything to you, you buffoon.
And continue.
At least you seem to want to solve my son's death. But if I catch you sneaking around here again, may God help you.
So with this is neutral, one of these is not. Mr. Schormayer, be careful. I believe your son has been attacked. The perpetrator is still at large. Do you find that fair? I tremble, but these are just empty threats. There must be a way we can go forward, find some common ground and agree. Your empty threats do not impress me. I recommend that you start talking now before it's too late. I'll go with that.
Before it's too late? Too late for what? Are you threatening me, you bonehead? I've never seen anything like it. Don't make yourself unhappy, boy. Just go back to the city and let bygones be bygones.
The past. Does it all have something to do with the suicide of the maid? Well, we should be... Yes.
May Tinti. If only this had never happened. Even in death, she turns men's heads.
Just like Hans Gurgel.
What does Hans Gurgel have to do with this? Phew, I need a Schnapps now.
I'm sure you do, but maybe we can clear this up before you get drunk. Again, quite... We might fail this, because... I don't know. Yep, we failed this.
What do you know? Still almost a child and already talking smart. Unbelievable.
The 4 points wouldn't have
helped. If I may
helped.
give you some advice, stay away from women. Then you might do better than my poor boy.
Missing information, unfortunately. Gut feeling. What do you mean? Has your son gone too far and got a receipt for it? Off. Yeah, we're gonna fail this.
What the hell are you talking about? You think you're so clever.
I'm gonna use the favor.
You are right. I won't forget that. I can't help you. How could I say anything against my own family? The little I have left of it.
If your daughter is involved in something, you have to tell me. Only then can I stop her before she does something rash. Use information. I know you're a good person. You take care of Alois Jr.
The boy. The poor boy. He should have it better one day.
His face shows a struggle that is raging inside his head and confrontation.
I will have to live with all of that now. Sometimes you don't have to die to end up in hell. The Lord judges among the living too. Whether I want to or not, I can't help you anymore. I have to save what still can be saved. But find the boy on my daughter's farm and watch out for him. Find the boy and leave me in peace. You better hurry. There's not much time left. No one is allowed to see you at Pfistner Farm.
The hell? Schormayer asked me to look for the boy, but I'm not supposed to get caught. That sounds very mysterious. I'm supposed to hide in a bush near the Pfistner to Alois Jr. Okay. Yeah, that didn't go too well on several occasions. Fortunately, we could use the favor, which definitely, well, I guess it always pulls it full. Let's go to the farm as fast as we can. Now the problem is I don't know how long I have left of this game. It feels like we're at the end game, but again I have still no idea. So of course I will continue a little bit further down the road, because I have a feeling that if I end the episode now, then when I start the next episode we're at the end game. Who knows? I don't know. Again, I have a feeling that we're closing to the end. Wait, was that something? Oh, those were just flowers, sorry. I thought something was sparkling there. I'll probably make another save. If I need to, I'll load this, because I kind of don't want anything to happen to the boy. So Ursula has some explaining to do. She definitely has a nature to do harm. Now where the hell do I need... What? Okay, let's take the hammer. The problem is, am I supposed to, like, go through the main gate? Because that's the only way we can get inside, as I understand. Well, she's not looking at me. I think we need to go to hide here. Okay, let's make a save. Don't mind me, I'm just hiding in the bushes here. Hide here and wait to eavesdrop on the boy. We am so excited if this works. Sorry.
I am so excited. If that works out, then I will be the greatest explorer Wolpertshofen has ever seen. But good, don't wait too long, or someone will snatch it all away. Or that asshole Hubi will get his hands on me. No, we better not think like that. Let's go.
Okay. Follow? Yes. are indeed following him. Where did he go? Ah, he's gotta be going right. Okay, going over there. Of course, then there's this place we never been that much, except at the start when we were finding the sticks. Hopefully we don't have to eat anyone at the moment. What the hell, he's running fast. Yeah, I don't want to fight with you, dum-dum. I'm here for the boy. I don't have the time nor inclination. Wait, where did the boy go? Now I'm in a... Nope. I went on the wrong side. Yeah, he's going over there. Okay. Please go faster. The hell are you going? And the time is running out, and he's still running, and I can't go faster. We failed, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna load this because that was some unfair thing, I would say. Wait. All right. Oh, sorry. Because I definitely want to do this. Yes, yes, yes. Continue, continue. I basically just need to run quite close by him and hopefully he doesn't see us. So, that little miss, would you like... No. Did he see us? I don't know. What the hell is going on? Okay. I have no idea what is going on. We probably need to take this again, but because I think that we're running out of time again. I know what I can do now. Basically, I could go through here. Oh, there's a gate open. I don't need to... I can wait him. Please run faster. Don't tell me I really have to follow him, because this would work nicely. I guess I need to... Yeah, we need to load this. But I guess we already failed when that... Normally I wouldn't, but I will definitely want to know this. Where the hell did he go? Okay. This is a bit annoying. I have to be honest, because don't know how. Because I have no idea how we are supposed to do this. I can't go past him, even though I know where he's going. Where the hell did he go now? Okay, he's going right over there. Obviously, I'm not allowed to be too close, but bloody hell, now he's going so fast. I know exactly where he's going. Now he's going faster than the first time, or definitely the second time, so I don't know how that affects too. Did he stop here? Yes, he did. I kind of wish to go to the speedway, but I'm not gonna do that now, because obviously that could fail us completely. He's looking away, that's good. I don't know if this is a bit could you like run? We don't have all the time, you see. At the moment I'm feeling that it's not on my hand whether we succeed or not. It's how the boy goes or not. Yeah, I know he ran because he's right over there. I know where he ran. So what am I supposed to... He looks at you with wide eyes. Boy, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for a treasure.
A treasure?
Yes. Actually, I was going to keep this to myself, but I will make an exception for you now.
I really have to tell you what happened to me
On the day we first met, after the action with the guards, I stayed in the forest for a while. Suddenly, I saw in the night mist that somebody was standing there burying something. Right here somewhere. That was definitely Pascolini. He buried his robber's treasure there. And that's exactly what I'm going to get now. There were 2 other robbers in the forest a short time before, but I didn't see them later. I guess they didn't see me. Otherwise, I'm sure they would have caught me by now. And do you know what's the strangest thing about all that? The 2 robbers gave each other a kiss on the mouth.
Ursula and Hans Gurgle?
And I want to dig up the treasure now.
Maybe.
That's why I'm now grabbing my... Oh.
Shovel.
Do you have a shovel at hand?
I actually should have.
Oh, that's good.
Then this is what we do. You look for the treasure. I'll guard for you. Okay. But hurry, I have to go back in town in time for church. Otherwise, there will be a terrible trouble.
The treasure is somewhere in this little patch of forest, between the log in the water, the mill, and the craft spot by the tree stump.
Wait, what? You can do it? Not okay. He looks at you with wide eyes. I found something. Wait, what?
Let me see.
Latrine site?
That must have been a bit of a letdown.
I think so too.
Let me see.
So where do I need to go to check? Oh, I do have a timer. Okay, can I save? I can't. Where the hell do I need to go? Up? Have I? Okay, so I have no idea. Ursula would get a farm, Schormayer farm. Honestly, she would also get. No, I haven't. And she would also get the Fisner farm. If the boy is dead. Come on. Ah, bloody hell. I still don't know where I need to go. Where's the log? Ah. Please be this. Jacket here. Why? Maybe you should show. Okay, jacket. Whose jacket? Whose jacket? It is. Where's the alloys?
Let me see.
Jacket.
That's it. That is the treasure.
But
huh?
which missing button? Old jacket with a broken Bible inside it. That's no treasure at all. Plus, it's even broken. There's no button missing. You can keep it. Damn it. That's Hans Gurgles.
Oh, what a pity. I hoped that the treasure would make me rich. What a pleasure that would have been.
What's that? The boy looks up. There's someone climbing that tree.
That's Rob. Take a look. I didn't know he could climb so well.
Outline of human being. When you look closer, you discover that Rob has rope around his neck and is hanging from a branch.
Rob, get down here. You're not getting my treasure. It was only a jacket anyway.
Boy, please look away.
Why? Rob only climbs. Oh God. Is he like... He's dead. Who does something like that?
Listen, kid, you are going straight to home now. It's too dangerous for you. Why? I'm gonna fail this so spectacularly. I don't think the 4 points really help that much. We might have a chance.
Yes, if you think so.
I think so, yes. Go to church. Okay, of course I will go to the church. So, I'm starting to see the point here. The point is that Hans Gurgel and Ursula are working together. Because if Ursula is getting the Schormayer Hof now for certain, and if, let's just say, Alois Jr. is not there, Ursula also gets the Fisner farm. Maybe Ursula is using Hans Gurgel, maybe they have a affair. That could be a possibility. Let's go to the church and we'll see if we can finish this thing. Because, again, we are so at the end. I'm fairly certain we are quite at the end. So I definitely don't want to cut this now and make a 10-minute recording. And unfortunately, Rob is dead. Rob is dead too. Congregation has gathered in the church and it's tensely watching the proceedings. The priest stands on the pulpit and looks towards the mourners.
And so the Lord took his son and our brother Harald Schweighöfer to himself in paradise. My brothers and sisters, this is a difficult time for all of us. Death is moving through this place, but with the Lord's assistance and the power of the community, we will drive the guilty into darkness, where the sin of death will drive him into eternal fire. Let us unite our hearts in mourning for the departed, and let us protect one another from evil, as the shepherd protects the sheep from the tearing of the wolf.
Or maybe it's a Rob.
Whoever sheds the blood of man, his blood shall also be shed by man, for God made man in his image.
Hans Gögel, the laborer, stands breathlessly in the doorway. So it's Hans Gögel, definitely, but it might be Rup's wife or Ursula, either one.
But Hans Gögel, what happened? Why are you standing in the doorway like that? Why don't you come in?
If in spite of these things you do not accept my correction, but continue to be hostile toward me, I myself will be hostile toward you, and will afflict you for your sins 7 times over. I will bring the sword on you to avenge the breaking of the covenant.
Hans Gögel, what has got into you? How dare you speak like that in the room of the Lord, in the middle of my sermon, and that even during a funeral service?
When you withdraw into your cities, I will send a plague among you, and you will be given into enemy hands.
I think he lost the last bit of his mind now.
Shut your lying mouths already! Just shut up for once! Are you looking for the blame? Then take a look around. It is everywhere here. It is in your own ranks, in the midst of you, in you. Liar, traitor, and murderer. Schormayer, you filthy pig! You killed her! And then you covered it all up. Because your possessions and your ridiculous reputation are more important to you than life itself!
That's enough! That dirty murderer! Who does he think he's talking to? Alois, shut that servant up!
Let's see if I can stop him, because we need to know what he's gonna say. Why Ursula wants him to be shot.
Alois, watch out!
Your foot moves forward, but Alois is quicker. He staggers slightly, but is able to...
Are you crazy, Valentin?
What's happening here?
Alois comes in help.
Like a stupid street dog, you run as soon as your wife calls. I thought you knew the pain of loss. And now you're standing here having lost everything like me, and you're helping this lying murderess!
Yes, you are like a stupid traitor. You run as soon as your wife shouts. I thought you knew the pain of loss, and now here you are having, yes, like lying murders. We can only reach our goal with clarity. Hans Gögel, explain yourself before another disaster happens. At the moment, the Emperor seems to be getting rather heated. However, I can't really understand it yet. Perhaps we will first shed some light on the matter. Stop it now, Hans Gögel. You are going to tell us what's going right on here right now. I'll try to go with this. Explain yourself before another disaster happens.
You want to know what's going on?
Well, I kinda do.
Then I'll tell you what's going on here. I'll tell you all exactly what's going on here.
Please do. Congregation has gathered in the church and is tensely watching the proceedings.
Don't you all act so hypocritical, as if anyone here really believed that Sensi had taken her own life. Why should she have done that? Those miserable Schormayers did it! And you, all of you, looked the other way. Everyone here closed their eyes and hearts and let it all happen! As if you hadn't realized that old Schormayer had an affair with Sensi. with his maid. But you look the other way when it's the big farmer. And then she was pregnant, and the Schormayer children got scared. They feared for their inheritance. They didn't want to share it with the brat of a maid. In the end, the two of them would have taken over the whole farm, and Lenz and Ursel would have been left empty-handed. That is greed, envy, gluttony, deadly sins. I don't know which of you will burn the longest in purgatory. Lenz, who stopped her in the back? Ursula, the conniving whore who incited Lenz to do it? Or old Schormayer, and all of you who helped to cover it all up and have been silent ever since? Just look around you, Valentin. Take a good look at them. Look at their guilty, lying faces. You're my witness. Everyone knew something was wrong. Nobody opened their mouths.
That's unbelievable. I can't take this. What kind of nonsense is he talking? Alois, shoot the liar.
Alois, put down the gun. You are not that kind of person. Don't let Elsa turn you into a murderer. Do not let yourself be guided by emotions. Do not drive yourself further into the abyss. If you should now, there will be persecution for you too. Oh, fourth. And we failed. Bloody hell.
What do you want me to do?
Alois, you fool. Be a real man for once and pull the trigger.
Alois, don't listen to her. Look at me.
I can't do it! I can't shoot him!
No, you can't.
I shouldn't be surprised. What can you do at all?
Shut up now, you bloody twat!
Pick up the weapon.
But Hans Kirgel, why did you slay Schweighöfer?
Rupp and Schweighöfer all have blood on their hands. They were there in the barn. They saw how clumsy the Schormayers hung Zenzi from the beam. They saw the wound on her head and the blood everywhere. And then they looked away. They called it suicide. It was as simple as that. And that damn priest, he refused her a decent burial. Suicide is a sin, he said. Here and now is a good place and a good time to talk about sins.
Okay, I guess I need to press button because nothing happened.
Schmidt, clarify! What is your friend talking about?
Friend? Murmur goes through the community. The people are astonished, undecided whether Hans Kirgel is lying or telling the truth. What do we have here? Schormayer, is it true that what has been said here, what happened on your farm? Why should the doctor and the policeman get their hands dirty? Let's start with the Schormayer.
Oh, Schmidt. I don't know what else to tell you. I got it the last time we talked. It's time to stop lying and ask for forgiveness. What he says is right. With the death of my wife, disaster also came to our farm. I could have behaved better. No, I should have behaved better. But it was too much for me and I no longer knew my way around. The Schnapps also played its part. Zenzi made advances and at some point I couldn't say no anymore. Had I known how it would all turn out, I would never have done it. None of it. But by the time I understood what was going on, it was already too late. They probably thought I'd give the whole farm to Zenzi and the little one. That's not what I had in mind. I know all about how my daughter can be. I've often seen how Ursula inside the people, especially Lenz. But I never thought that the two of them, that Lenz would kill Zenzi. And then she was lying there. I saw straight away that she was no longer breathing. But I needed the boy. The whole farm was for him. Who should have taken over instead? You can't just give up the whole family, the whole tradition, the whole history, everything because of one mistake. We had to do something. I was able to come to an agreement with Rupp and Schweighöfer. I didn't want all that. And now we are standing there and everything is going down the drain. Everything.
I wouldn't call a murder as a tiny mistake. A murmur goes through the community. The people are astonished, undecided whether Hans Gerger is lying or dirty. Why should the doctor and the policeman get their hands dirty?
How everyone in this miserable town is in cahoots. The main thing is not to disturb the peace of the village, but behind closed door, tyranny reigns.
Evidence! This criminal should first bring proof to his wild accusations.
I have found evidence of the maid's pregnancy. There is a report from Dr. Schweighofer that confirms this.
Pregnant? No way. I already thought that there was something wrong anyway.
Information missing. Off.
Let's get on Skirgel and hanging up the next tree, that cowardly, filthy pig. Everything speaks against him here. Yes! We are going to hang the bastard!
All the guilty will receive their just punishment here and now. Be at ease. You godless serpent started the disaster! You manipulate everyone with your disgusting ways! But this will now be put to an end!
Hans Gerger, don't do it.
Why shouldn't I? I loved Sensi. But the snake and her brother took everything from me! As a murderer, they'll hang me anyway. I have nothing to lose.
But this way you become like them, then there is no difference between you and them, and God is on your side. The crimes of the Schormayer. Let's go with that. Yes, I'm gonna fail this. Yeah, I'm gonna fail this so hard. Yeah, I could use this, but it only gives 4 points. That's. Let's use it. And it didn't use any.
In a moment, you will receive your just punishment.
Use information, use favor. Mr. Mayor, are you going to say anything about this? Use information, use favor. Reverend, do something. Use favor, teachers to help. Stop seeking support. Approach the municipality directly. Let's go with the mayor.
Of course. Hans Gergel, I will stand up for you. With the full power of my office, I will stand up for you.
Reverend?
Hans Gergel, he is right. God also stands by sinners. You will go through purgatory, but it will purify you.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough. I don't think this is enough.
Hans Gergel, I know that you are a faithful fighter in the political cause. Your sense of justice drives you and has guided your actions. But this is no justice. From here on, the courts must take over.
So the problem is because I used the Schormayer's support, so there's that, and we're gonna fail automatically now. Yes. Well, maybe not. Good. Okay. Acumen high enough. A just punishment handed down by a court will show everyone that you are right. If you kill her now, there will be doubt forever. Gut feeling, remember your own words. You are the devil for a father, and according to your father's lust you will do. Don't do it. Strength. The punishment of God will be heavier on sinners than you could ever bear. I'll go with the acumen, a just punishment.
You mean I should prove everything in a court of law? Bring the truth to the light.
Yeah.
Hans Gergel, if you do this, your fate is sealed. God and this church will condemn you and cast you into the lowest hells.
We'll hang you up. Hang you from the next tree.
Right. So that failed. Thanks for Pastor and that.
Enter in by the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. And many are those who enter in by it.
Okay. Well, we should be able to do this because I have enough points in acumen. You notice how its finger begins to tighten around the trigger revolver. In your pocket you feel a weight of Aloy's revolver which you picked up. Well, yeah, sure. Agility. pull my gun out. Hopefully we can stop him. We can't. We're gonna fail this. And we did it. You try to pull...
Vengeance is mine. I will repay.
If you want vengeance for the dead, then judge yourself. You are the evil that haunts this place.
For their doom is coming quickly.
The shot bangs, you see muzzle flash from the pistol in Hans Gurgle's hand. The smoke is rising. Screams become loud in the church, but despite everything you hear dull thud, the sound of Ursula. At the moment, Hans Gurgle flees towards the door. Well, there's nothing else to do except let him escape, apparently. In the corner of the eye, Hans Gurgle gives you a look. You can see that he mumbles words that you don't understand, though. With a final nod of his head in your direction, Hans Gurgle disappears through the heavy church door. Well, definitely interesting end. Well, 2 days later, back in Munich. Hopefully the sounds are not too loud. I can't do anything about them. Okay. After you... Oh, thank God, my ears. After you return to the city, Mr. Haller asks for an interview.
Schmidt, your report is somewhat, how shall I say, unexpectedly extensive. Obviously, things went differently than you were asked to do. The task was clearly formulated, but well, I assume that you have, of course, taken all decisions and made all demands to the best of your conscience, as befits your social rank. Let's have a look. Fortunately, you were able to prevent something worse in the church. Apparently, there was already a tense atmosphere, to say the least. For the record, I will add, under the positive influence of colleague Schmidt, major incidents were prevented. His commendable behavior once again underlines the boundless willingness to perform of our colleagues in Munich. By that we spare ourselves all unpleasant questions. So, if we have that now, let's look further. It says something about political conflicts. Schmidt, I hope you've maintained your loyalty to the line. Oh, what am I asking? You've never disappointed so far, and you never will.
Okay.
If you weren't sitting so far away, I would pat you on the back now, Mr. Schmidt. It is always good to see young people achieve such outstanding results through my teaching. I will make a note in the report, so that colleague Schmidt, trained under the guidance of Supervisor Haller, was able to control the situation professionally and in his usual outstanding manner. I'll stop by Huber later. Maybe there's a promotion in it for me. So now that we have that, let's move on to the individual fates of these rural dogs.
Right.
For your efforts in the fight for the life of the unborn child of dismayed Apollonia, we will be able to elicit very good coverage for our house. I can already read it clearly in my mind's eye. Physics reporter Valentin Schmidt, supported by his experienced superior Haller, saves an entire family from certain death. Schmidt, we could become a hero. It would do our house good. Very well done. What is left now is this murderer. By God, what kind of heartless times are we living in here? Will have disappeared into the forest. Let him do it. He probably never left the village and is now getting to know the real, genuine and original Bavaria. In that area, it's no walk in the park. When he's been in the spruce forest for 5 days, he looks sideways and then just dropped dead, the bastard. What a weirdo. If a good hunter sees him in the forest, I hope he just pulls the trigger. If you run away from the consequences of your actions like a cowardly dog, you will be treated like a cowardly dog. For the sake of the report, I'll add, so that the perpetrator, confronted with the unwavering investigative power of colleague Schmidt, driven by his guilt, brought before God, committed suicide. That can mean many things, Schmidt. So, if I see everything correctly here, Schmidt, then I come to the conclusion that everything went well for us so far. No further comments on the report, and off to the fight with it. You're taking a few days off now, Schmidt. Allow yourself some time off. I recently heard that your uncle has a beautiful farm in the Bavarian Alps. Must be nice there. Closing time.
Feierabend. Okay. So that was Inspector Schmidt, a Bavarian Tale. Overall, I enjoyed the game. It definitely has an interesting story, interesting mechanics. Maybe the fighting is something I don't really... Again, it wasn't a problem altogether, but I don't know even if it really needs it. But it's there, and you can just wail on the guy, so it really doesn't matter. Part of the problem I had is I should have probably crafted more items that help me to get points. I don't know if there are a few things you can craft and buy, but times it annoyed me to have you have to have 4 strikes through, and you get 3 and fail the last one, especially at the end. Again, that gives you the more to try again this game, I mean. But of course, it can be a bit annoying at times when you... Maybe if you can't even at the start, at the crime scene, you can't find everything. Apparently, because I failed things in the middle, that is the reason I had not collected all the information. I could have missed something else also. But yeah, definitely failing the discussions, I probably missed information that could have helped at the end. The problem is, I don't know, you can probably find out who the lady with the Hans Gurgel was in the forest. I was certain it would be Ursula, but it would seem that it's not maybe Ursula. Definitely not Ursula. So the problem is with the people in the village, it could also be a wife of the policeman, who knows. I don't know what... Maybe I should have shown the letter to the boy, but I think the jacket was something I was supposed to show. But the problem is, well... Unless the end definitely changes somehow, then that Hans Gurgel is not rushing inside the church, because after all that made the jacket completely useless, for me at least. I don't know if it, in some end, it's more important. I don't know. I'm not that disappointed that Ursula got shot, because that probably helps the Alois Jr. a little bit, and if everything that Hans Gurgel told about Ursula and Lenz, then yeah, that was well deserved. The following the Alois Jr. was a bit weird, because it definitely felt like it was a bit of a luck. Maybe the boy stopped too long for somewhere. Well, I did go in the wrong way in the first time, so there's that too. But at second time, I don't know, did he come back and go forward because I was too close or saw him? But the third time he was running like a little rocket, so that made things... Then it worked quite well. But yeah, then I can see that some might be annoyed. I know I was at times for the dice system, because again, yes, you need to succeed 4 times, and if you don't, well, then that's it. Of course, you can mitigate somewhat with the help of the bonus boost items, which I didn't use that much. I probably should have done that more often. So that would have helped. The sausages was a bit of a problem. Because I think all the sausages I had in my inventory were already rotten, so that wouldn't have helped me that much at all. But yeah, they're definitely updating this game still. That's a good sign. And there is going to be another game. I think it's called Inspector Schmidt The Ebbing. I think there's also a demo already, at least in Steam. I might, once it launches, try it and see how it goes. Because, yeah, it's overall, I would say that I enjoyed this game quite a lot. It has its little jankiness here and there, but once I dropped the graphics, it worked smoothly. Graphics definitely are not a AAA graphics, but that's basically, you can see that already when you check the Steam or GOG's screenshots, so that really doesn't matter if you can see it already, and if the graphics are something you don't enjoy, then you probably don't buy it. But for me, they're not that important, so more important is that the game works, and it definitely worked. We only had that one weird episode where the eavesdropping didn't work. That was only one time. Other than that, it's been quite stable for me at least. And yeah, there's definitely interesting secrets here and there. I'm still wondering what was the one eavesdrop event I missed. I'm fairly certain I missed one. Unless it was the priest one, which was then counted to 7. But somehow I thought it would be something else. And yeah, like I said, I definitely missed information because I failed the things. I could have saved and tried a few times, but again, you need to have the 4 successes, so it could take a while if you try to save scum. Honestly, I'm surprised that I managed to stop the villagers killing each other. So overall, I would say the ending is better than I had hoped. I kind of wish to had known who the lady is. So for me, that will be something that's left just something I might think who she might be. But who knows? So yeah, there's that. Anyways, this is a long episode already, unfortunately. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and next time, I don't know, I'm thinking Sinking City, but also Vampire, also something else, but maybe Sinking City, because it's time to go back and kill some Cthulhuan monsters, maybe. Anyways, well, most likely I've already decided when this episode comes up. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play, and I'll see you next time, and hopefully find something interesting to watch on my channel. So anyways, be right back. We will see you at some time. So goodbye.